Testing, testing, mic. Testing, testing. Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Thank you for stopping by. How you doing? All right, all right, all right. Anyway, it's been a long time coming. Thank you for stopping by. Please make sure you like and subscribe because it had taken a long time to get here. Reason being is just to give you a short review of what's been going on with me. It's supposed to be a grand opening in December. However, I have went through 3 content creators to assist me, and trust me, it gets to be very expensive. You'll be surprised the people that supposed to be helping you, but they're not really helping you. They're hindering you. So just stay focused. If you want to be a content creator, a driver, a dancer, a singer, whatever you're focusing on doing, just keep doing what you want to do and keep going down the road that you want to go on. Because a lot of times you got to realize these people are going to divert you from where you're trying to get to. So just keep focused and do what you have to do. Other than that, thank you for stopping by. And the reason why you're not seeing me is because I wasn't really planning on taping, and I'm still trying to learn my platform. And the things that I did ask my content creators to assist me with, I was just surprised that they diverted me from what I was trying to do. And I'm not trying to bash any content creator, so therefore that's all I'm gonna say about it, because to each his own. All I know is I'm gonna be dealing with y'all, and I'm gonna do what's right to give y'all what you want and feed you well what you need being a trucker. Okay, so that's all that's important to me. And so what we're gonna do is I have this platform, and have patience with me while I build it with you, because I'm still learning the platform, and that's okay. It's going to take some time, but that's okay. I've gotten this far, and so I'm not letting nothing stop me, because the devil is a lie. Okay? So whenever you get through it, like I said, I am a 16-year truck driver. I've been with many companies. I'm not going to tell you any names, but I can tell you yay or nay or nod my head yes or no. But I'm just saying, when I do go live, I'll nod my head yes or no or whatever, but I'm not calling out any names. However, we're going to go ahead so we can get this money. Come on, so I can help you get this money. So like I said, once again, I'm a 16-year driver, and I've been with many companies, and I want to do whatever I can to help you all get out there and get started. Don't be scared to be a truck driver. It's okay. I have also been an instructor for the state that I live in, training people how to drive and training them how to pass their test. So I will be helping you with all of that. But give me a minute so I can get everything going and be able to insert pictures and insert videos. I'm taking it one step at a time. But like I said, the devil is lying, because he's trying to hold me back. But I'm trying to get this information to you. So with that being said, I just want to let you know the first thing that I have on my agenda for you all is becoming a truck driver. You want to be a truck driver, but don't know where to start. So this is what I'm going to tell you. If you can get a pencil and paper, or either you can come back to this video anytime and look at it and replay it and replay it. It's going to be there. Okay. But until I learn how to insert all these pictures and all these notes and stuff in my platform, I'm just going to have to speak to you at this point. So once again, I'd like to apologize for the inconvenience, but I'm trying to get this message to you. So you want to be a truck driver. So only thing I can say is start by making a list of the trucking companies that you're looking at. Just make a list. Like I said, follow instructions. Make just a list. Reason being, it gets overwhelming looking at all the things that they're offering you and all the stuff that they're telling you what they're going to do for you. Oh, they're going to do so much. Oh, beep. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. You know what I mean? Um, they always explain they're going to do this and do that and do this. It ain't, they ain't going to do it. So whenever you get through with it, don't believe the hype. Hold up 1 second. Give me 1 second so I can turn my volume up. I'm so sorry that my volume was kind of low. Anyway, so that's one thing. They're always talking about what they're going to do for you. They're not going to do everything for you. But whenever you get through it, like I said, just write a list of the trucking companies down. And after you get through with that, those companies, and then you go from there, you're going to look for the first probably 5. No, next, what you're going to do is you're going to go and look at those companies and you're going to Google each one of those companies and look at all of their reviews. You're going to be surprised at all the reviews that you see. But also just keep in mind when you have businesses like that, they have ways to get around reviews. Because I used to own a trucking company, Hustle and Go Enterprise LLC. And it went out of business because of COVID and because the truck was breaking down and because the parts were not available because of COVID. So they have ways of getting around their reviews. They can ask company or friends and family to go on there and do reviews, and it still ain't all what it's hyped up to be. So like I said, what you do is you go and you look at all the reviews first. And reason being, they have ways of persuading you. With things like sign-on bonuses, and remember, all money ain't good money. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing I will tell you: after you have chosen the companies that you've looked at and you've seen the good reviews and the bad reviews, pick the top 5 or whatever that you see that had good reviews. Write down a list of questions that you're going to ask them. I wasn't able to insert the questions because I haven't learned how to do it yet. Duh. But guess what? I'm still going to tell you what to do, what you need to know. So you're just going to ask them several questions. You know what I mean? Just to give you an example, some questions that you're going to ask them is that, will you be getting, when it's home time? Do you come home every week, every 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah? And then you want to know how long you're going to stay home. I'm pretty sure your husband, your wife, or whoever, they want to know, honey, how often are you going to be coming home? Yeah, ask that. Also ask them, are you going to get paid for breakdown? If your truck breaks down and you're stuck somewhere, you want to know if you're going to get paid to break down. Because if you do not live in the state where your truck broke down, and that's not your domicile, they're supposed to pay you for breakdown. You're going to ask them, of course, you probably want to know what kind of truck you're going to get. Of course, when you get the truck, you got to really, really look it over thoroughly, because a lot of them, they do not keep up with their trucks. It depends on what type of company it is. If it's a private owner, they don't keep up with that. They expect you to do that. But whenever you get through it, just ask them as many questions as you can. You know what I mean? Also write a list, remember, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Look at the ads that what they're writing in the ads, because they're gonna write that you get paid quarterly bonus, you might get paid sign-on bonus, referral bonus. You ask them those questions too, because you'll be surprised how a lot of those ads do not pertain to you and will change once you get to orientation, and you will be awfully mad. You know what I mean? Also, if you can, just remember to ask who your recruiter is, ask her name, write down the date and the time and everything, because that is very important, because they want to know when you get to orientation, who did you talk to that told you this, and who did you talk to that told you that. You might have, just an example, you might have a person that's getting paid 2,500 and they paying you only 1,500, and you doing the same thing. Or either you're getting paid 2,500, the other person getting paid 1,500. But when you get to orientation, they be like, "Oh no, I don't know why they told you that, because everybody get paid 1,500." You need to be able to tell them who you talked to, what time it was, and what day it was, and what was her and or his name. Okay. So those are just a couple of things that is very important for you to know. This is just when you're doing your research and figuring out what company you really want to be with. Like I said, and take your time. Please take your time, because trust me, whenever you tell them yes, they're going to snatch you in real quick. So just take your time and make a wise choice. Okay, also remember that when you're driving, you have the different positions you can go with. You can go with over the road, which is at estates around the dang world, over the road. You know, you might be in New York, you might be in Colorado, way, way up north and stuff like that, Oregon, wherever. So those are places like over the road up north and all over East Coast and all that stuff, Georgia and things like that, Florida. Okay, and then also regional. Just for an example, if you live in California, if you're regional, you're only going to do mainly haul freights within a specific region. Which, if you live in, like I said, example, if you're in California, you might drive just to Vegas and Utah, California, and back, or either maybe California, Vegas, Arizona, and back. It depends on the company. You have to ask them. So that's just an example. Also, dedicated routes. Dedicated routes could be over the road or regional or local. And it's a good thing to get on whenever you can get on. However, you got to realize favoritism goes a long way now. You know what I mean? It's not all about what you know, is who you know nowadays. So dedication go a long way. And of course, you could be dedicated being over the road, dedicated being regional, or dedicated being local. Okay. And of course, local is what it is. Local. You just driving around your own town all the time. You know what I mean? Going from, for an example, if you live in California, you might go to Walmart every day and go back home, and you go home every night. Get back up the next morning, you go back to Walmart. You just doing local, and it is what it is. Okay. So that is that. Also, like I said, just remember that you take notes, and the person you spoke with, ask all your questions and write them down. And if you can, try to see if you can get a confirmation of the conversation that you spoke to that person about, as far as the salary and the pay, because it's very important. Like I said, because when you get to orientation, you will be so shocked at that your orientation, your information, your whole itinerary have changed. You know what I mean? And if it changed, just make a wise decision if you want to stay or if you want to go with that other company that you chose to go to, because it's okay. It's okay to say no. Go with what's best for you. See if they have a sign-on bonus, and that's a good thing. Go with a sign-on bonus. You know what I mean? Um, and as far as when you get to orientation, what they're going to do is, well, before you get to orientation, once you decide who you want to go with, what they're going to do is they're going to offer you either a bus ticket. Some people will offer you a car rental. Some people will fly you, um, and things like that to get to orientation. And of course, everybody goes to orientation. They're there. You only maybe 2 days. Some places is 2.5 days. And of course, they pay for your hotel fee. They pay for your room and board and your food. Most of them do. The ones I've been through for 16, going on 17 years, they do. And other than that, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool. It's really cool. It's different. You know what I mean? And just you're gonna, on orientation day, mainly all you're gonna be doing is watching a lot of videos on trucking, the do's and don'ts, and the wills and the won'ts, what to do, what not to do, trucking accidents, things that can get you caught up, things that can get you in trouble. Like they have cameras in the truck. A lot of the trucking companies, they have them inside and outside. It's good to have them outside, but I really myself don't like the ones that are pointed inside because they would let you know, oh no, the camera that you have in the truck, no, we're not looking at you. Bullshit. So just make sure you keep your curtain closed. You know, if you're doing something or if you're sleeping or you just don't have no clothes on or whatever, just make sure you keep your curtains closed because they do. Because you'll be so surprised when you reach over to turn the air conditioner up, the camera start talking to you, or either when you're eating, the camera start talking to you. And it's a trip because even the camera will start talking to you if you yarn too much. Take a break. I'll be like, what? What the hell was I? So you will be so surprised at the things that goes on. You know what I mean? And then also when you get your truck, make sure you check it out thoroughly. Make sure it's oil, it's radiator fluid, it is clean because every truck that they give you is supposed to have been um, thoroughly cleaned thoroughly. And make sure the mattress is good. If you don't have a good mattress, make sure you let them know. This mattress is not suitable for me. You know what I mean? Just make sure your truck is clean. You know, make sure your oil and everything is up to date and up, in where it's supposed to be. You know, because you don't want to take off and you've been in this truck about 3 months and you see it was a piece of crap. So just check everything out thoroughly, And other than that, orientation goes pretty smooth. You will mainly only be doing like paperwork, filling out documents, filling out applications, confirming everything, signing up with the company. You will be doing a lot of, like I said, confirming everything, clarifying everything, as far as your driver's license and your what certificates and things like that. You'll probably even be doing the driver's test where you get certified. Uh, Say for smart driving, something like that. Of course, you would be doing your regular trucking driver's test, which they would take you out. It might be more than 2 or 3 people in a truck, and they'll take you out and just see if you could pass, a test. You'll hop on the freeway and jump right off, things like that. But it's okay. You know what I mean? Whenever you get to that point, you just make sure you take a deep breath and pray and do what you have to do and stay focused. Stop behind the lines. Make sure when you're pulling out to make your right turn, you stay in the right lane and pull all the way out and make sure you clear that corner before you turn, because if you do run over the curve, it's going to fail. Just make sure you just take your time. Use all your skills, use all your time up, and just think, just try to keep a cool head and just focus 100%, just focusing on just the test, stopping behind the lines, and and not coming to a abrupt stop. Just slow down before you get to the light. That's all they want to know is, that you just pace yourself, take your time, and just stay focused. But other than that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in the next day and bring you some more information, because we're going to get to the good part once I get these videos and things lined up. Also, we're going to have drivers being interviewed here that have 30, 35, and 40 years. And we have newbie drivers that will be interviewed as well. We have women's and we have men's and we have teams. They have been waiting for me to come aboard. And of course, like I said, the only thing that's been stopping me is the content creators who have been actually wasting a lot of my time and out of $1,000. But whenever you get through it, it's okay. You know, uh, God have something in store for me, and that's to help you all to get as far as y'all can down the road. And like I said, I'm gonna be helping you with your test, as far as the trucking test at the DMV. I'm gonna be helping you with your test, as far as passing your tests, far as your driving test. I will be helping you with that, but we'll talk about that more later. But other than that, I thank you all for stopping by. Please like and subscribe so that I continue doing what I do to help you all, because this has been a long time coming. And I'm not giving up because I know some of y'all out there need some money. Yes, I do. And y'all need it too. Other than that, also remember, regardless of what trucking company you go to, if you don't pick the right company, you can always go to another company. Just make sure you keep your driver's record safe and clean. You know, whatever you do in your actual car, or if you letting somebody use your car and they have a DUI or drugs, or the police stop them, it's going on your record. So from moving forward from here on out, if you're going to be a trucker, you can't let nobody use your car. You can't let nobody drive you. If you're going to be drinking, do not leave out the house. Call your Uber, either call somebody to bring something to you. Do not leave. Do not do it. I have kept my CDLs clean for going on 17 years. You could do it. Okay. Other than that, I really thank you all for stopping by. And may the Lord continue to bless you because we're going to get this money. Yes, we are. Other than that, thank you so much. Have a good day. God bless. And bye.